good evening guys, and welcome to your Tuesday evening Yoga Every Hour flow. My name's Emma, or the Strong Yogi. If you haven't met me before, welcome, or welcome back if you have. We're going to be going through about 45 minutes to an hour Vinyasa flow today. So we're going to have a nice good stretch. I'm not going to be playing any music in the background, so if you want to pop your own music on, then please do feel free to do so. Just a note, if you need to rest at any point during the practice, you can take any pose. I would recommend taking a child's pose or a downward facing dog. So those are your two resting poses. So from your tabletop position, where your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips, your child's pose is just going to be where you sink your hips backwards. You can reach your arms forward and place your forehead onto the mat. So this is your extended child's pose, or you can bring your hands to your side. And then your other resting pose is your downward facing dog. So from your tabletop position, you'll tuck your toes under, your feet and your hands stay exactly where they are, and you just lift the hips up towards the sky. Gaze towards the belly button and melt that chest downwards towards the mat. So those are your two resting positions if you need to take them, or if you need to come out of any pose, just come out of the pose and go back into it when you can. Perfect. Obviously be mindful of any tension or any pain that you're holding in your body. If anything hurts, then come out of the pose. Brilliant. So let's get started. So we're just going to start today just by slowing down our breath, just bringing ourselves into the present moment. So you can either just rest your hands on your knees, or you can bring one hand to your heart center and place the other hand on top of it. Or you can bring your hands together in prayer position, your Namaste Mudra, push your thumbs into your sternum. And I just want you all to take a nice deep inhale. Lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, close the eyes, bow the chin down towards the chest. And from here, just return to a normal breathing pattern. So whatever that is for you today, just don't think too much about your breath. Just let it take its own sort of natural route. And then just notice your breath, notice your natural breath, notice how it feels, and just bring awareness to your body. Bring awareness to any areas of tension you're holding today, maybe any areas of pain. And just notice how you feel. So bring awareness to your mind, your thoughts, your feelings. And then take a nice deep inhale through the nose, send the breath to any areas of tension. And then as you exhale, just releasing that tension. And then this time, inhale, taking a nice deep breath, breathing in positive energy. And then any negative thoughts or emotions, as you exhale, let them go. And again, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, releasing any tension, anything that no longer serves you. And take one more nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, just melt those hands down to your knees if they're not already there. And then you're just going to lift the gaze. You can keep the eyes closed or you can blink them open. And then as you inhale, just lift the shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale with a nice big sigh, let them go. Drop them down. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, release. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. This time, inhale, lift the shoulders and hold for 5. So think of something that you want to let go of, a negative thought. 4, 3, 2, and with a nice big sigh, 1, exhale, drop the shoulders. Perfect. Inhale, lift the hands to the sky. So reach those fingers upwards, lengthen through that spine. So we're creating space in our body, really reach through the fingertips. Open up the hands, feel that stretch through the palms. And take a nice deep inhale here and exhale. We're going to cactus those arms, so bend those elbows 90 degrees. Push the shoulders and the elbows backwards, push the chest forwards. Stay grounded through those sit bones. Lift the crown of the head towards the sky. Inhale, reach those hands up. And exhale, bend the elbows. And this time, inhale, reach those hands to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to hinge over to our right hand side. So bringing the right hand to the right side of our mat, reaching up and over with those left fingertips. Imagining you're in between two panes of glass. You keep that chest nice and open. Push the left shoulder backwards. Draw the belly button inwards. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe you can reach a little bit further. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach that right hand to the sky, lift upwards, and then exhale, sinking over to the left, bringing the left palm to the mat, reaching up and over with those right fingertips. Again, opening through that chest, keeping that right sit bone grounded. Push the right shoulder backwards. Maybe you can gaze upwards towards those right fingers. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise the left hand to the sky, reach up. And then as you exhale, interlace the fingers and bow the chin downwards towards the chest. Place the hands to the back of the head. Let those elbows drop downwards. And feel the stretch in the back of your neck. If this is too much, then you can release the hands. Just let the weight of your head be enough. But don't try and add any extra pressure here. Just the weight of your arms dropping downwards should be enough. Draw that belly button inwards, keep that spine nice and long. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, just feeling any tension in the back of your neck melting away. And again, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, drop those hands down to the knees. Inhale, look upwards, drop the head backwards. And exhale, drop the chin forwards. Inhale, look up, drop the head back. Exhale, drop that head forwards. And one more time, inhale, look up. Exhale, drop that head forwards. Perfect, bring that head back to center. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, place those hands in front of you, gaze towards those fingertips and reach those arms forwards. Gaze towards those fingertips. And with every exhale, maybe you can melt a little bit further forwards, keeping the sit bones grounded, but bringing that chest a little bit closer to the mat. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, and on your exhale, roll forward onto your knees. So we're going to come into our tabletop position. Our wrists are under our shoulders and our knees are under our hips. And we're just going to warm up the spine. So inhale, look upwards, arch the spine. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest, round through the spine. Really push down into the mat, draw the belly button inwards. Inhale, look up, arch the spine. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest, around through the spine. And two more times. Inhale, look up, arch the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, around the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. And then from here, just return to a neutral spine position. And then we're just going to bring our fingertips to face the outside of the mat. And we're going to rock from side to side, feeling that stretch in our wrists. So try and keep that spine nice and straight, nice and flat. Draw the belly button inwards, engage the core. And then you can either stay here or you can bring those fingertips to face towards you. And maybe that's enough. Or again, you can add a little rock. So this time forwards and backwards, trying to keep the whole palm of the hand planted onto the mat. So we don't want the palms to come upwards if we're rocking backwards. And just feel that stretch in your forearms, in your wrists. Perfect. And take one more nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, just place those fingertips back to the top of the mat. Brilliant. So from here, we're going to lift the right knee off of the mat and extend that right leg. So keep the hips square to the mat, pull that belly button inwards, reach that foot out nice and long. So we're going to flex the foot, point the toes downwards. And then as you inhale, reach the left arm forwards, gaze towards those fingertips. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, bring the knee and the elbow together underneath you, round through the spine. Inhale, reach out long. Exhale, knee comes to elbow. And again, inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. This time, inhale, reach and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop the left hand, drop the right knee. And then just lift that right hand off of the mat if you need to. Just roll through that wrist. And then we're going to take the other side. So drop that palm back down to the mat. Lift the left knee, extend that leg out long. Point the toes to the floor. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, make sure those hips are nice and square. Pull the belly button inwards. Inhale, reach that right arm out long. Gaze towards the fingertips. And then exhale, bring the knee to the elbow underneath you, round through the spine. Inhale, reach out long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. And again, inhale, reach and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that hand back down, drop the knee back down, and then roll through that left hand if you need to. Perfect. And then we're going to place that palm back down to the mat. Tuck those toes under, so our hands and our feet are going to stay exactly where they are. And then as you exhale, lift the hips to the sky as we come into our first downward facing dog of the practice. So gaze towards that belly button. Really reach those hips to the sky, melt the chest downwards towards the mat. So it doesn't matter if our heels don't touch the ground. Sometimes people walk their feet more towards the top of the mat to get their heels down, but it doesn't matter. We're just stretching through the back of those legs. So you can bend one knee, bend the other knee here, walk through your dog. Shake those hips from side to side. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Just bringing some nice movement into your body. Perfect. From here, inhale, gaze forwards, bend through those knees and just walk those feet to the top of your mat. So come in between your hands and then exhale into a standing forward fold. You can bend those knees if that feels good, if you need to. And then on an inhale, raise those hands to the sky, lengthen upwards. Take a slight back bend, gaze towards the sky. And then exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. So we're just going to go through a few sun salutations. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky, gaze upwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, look up, lengthen that spine. Exhale, step your right, step your left foot back, or you can jump back into your high plank. Bend through the elbows, lower yourself down through your chaturanga, or you can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide into that upward facing dog, so on the back of the feet, the palms of our hands, hips are lifted, send the gaze upwards. Exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, step the right, step the left, or jump forwards into your standing forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky, look up, then backwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the left, step the right foot back, or jump back, high plank, bend through the elbows, lower yourself down through your chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Keep those elbows tucked inwards. Inhale, take your upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, step the left, step the right foot forward, or jump forwards. Exhale into your standing forward fold, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky, look up, bend backwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, take that halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, your choice, step or jump back into your high plank. Bend through the elbows, lower yourself down through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, jump or step back to the top of the mat. Exhale into your standing forward fold. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, this time we're going to bring those hands together at heart center. Perfect. So from here, we're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky, bend through those knees as we come into our chair pose. So tuck the tailbone, lengthen through the spine. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Push those arms backwards next to your ears. Inhale and exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. Inhale, we come into our halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. And then as we exhale again, your choice, you can step or jump back into your high plank. Bend through the elbows, lower yourself down, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, raise that right leg to the sky. And from here, we're going to put a bend into the knee, open the hips to the right, send the heel over to the left, gaze over to the right side. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach that leg up nice and long. And then exhale, step that foot forward to the front of the mat. Ground through the left foot so that foot comes to a 45-degree angle. Raise the hands to the sky so we come into our warrior one. So the front knees bend to a 90-degree angle, the knees over the ankle. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, place those palms to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. We come back into our high plank. And then we bend through the elbows, keep them nice and close to the chest. Lower yourself down through your chaturanga push-up or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale into that downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that left leg to the sky. Bend that knee, open the hips to the left, send the heel over to the right. Gaze over to the left. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach that leg to the sky. Exhale, step that foot through to the front of the mat. Ground through the back foot. Raise the hands to the sky as we come into our warrior one. So hips are square to the front of the mat here. The left knee's over the left ankle, arms are beside the ears. Nice and strong in your warrior pose. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. Inhale, exhale, place the palms to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And again, we take off low. So bend those elbows, lower yourself down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide into your upward facing dog. Make sure those shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend those knees, your choice. You can jump or step to the top of the mat. Exhale into your standing forward fold. And as you inhale, you're going to put a bend into the knees, raise the hands to the sky. We come back into our chair pose. So tuck the tailbone, lengthen the spine. Maybe you can sink a little bit deeper this time. Push those arms back beside the ears. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as you exhale, straighten the legs, bring the hands together at heart center. Perfect. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, reach those hands upwards. Bend through those knees, come back into that chair pose. Hold here. Make sure that spine's nice and straight. Engage the core. Inhale and exhale, fold forwards. So we're going to do the same again, but we're going to add on. So inhale, come into that halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or jump back into your high plank. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower yourself down through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. And inhale, come into your upward facing dog. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky, come into your downward facing dog. Nice. From here, inhale, raise that right leg to the sky, bend through the knee, open the hips to the left, send the heel over to the right. Gaze over to the right. Inhale here. And exhale. Nice. Inhale, raise that leg to the sky. And then as you exhale, come onto the ball of your left foot, round the knee through to the nose. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the left elbow, and you can either stay here or you can pivot onto the side of your left foot, kick the right leg out to the side, and reach the left hand to the sky. You can keep that right foot on the floor or you can lift it upwards in your fallen triangle. Inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, pivot back onto the ball of your left foot, raise the right leg to the sky. And exhale, step that foot through to the front of the mat. Ground through your left foot, raise the hands to the sky. Come back into that warrior one. Perfect. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale as you exhale, bring your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, push the palms together. Take a nice deep inhale, open the chest, gaze forwards, and exhale, hinge at the hips. Bring the crown of the head downwards towards the mat so the torso can be on the inside of the right leg, and push those hands towards the top of the mat. Hold and breathe here. So working on getting the crown of the head downwards, and working on pushing those hands to the top of the mat. In our humble warrior. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, releasing any tension. Holding nice and strong in this pose. On your next inhale, sweep those hands back upwards, warrior one. And exhale, place those palms to the mat, step the right foot back to meet the left where we hold in our high plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those elbows, lower yourself down through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips to the sky, come into your downward facing dog. So the other side, inhale, raise that left leg to the sky, put a bend into the knee, open the hips to the left, send the heel over to the right, gaze through the left arm. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, raise that leg to the sky, exhale, come onto the ball of the right foot, round the knee through to the nose. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee comes to right elbow. You either stay here or you come onto the edge of your right foot. Kick the left foot outwards. Raise the right arm to the sky. So that left leg can be on the floor or you can lift it upwards in your fallen triangle. Hold here, inhale. And exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, place the right hand to the mat, kick that left leg up to the sky, downward dog. And exhale, bring that foot through to the front of the mat. Ground through the right foot, raise the hands to the sky, warrior one. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Make sure the left knee's over the left ankle. Take a nice deep inhale, reach and lengthen. And then as you exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, push the palms together. Take a nice deep inhale. Open the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. So sending the crown of the head downwards towards the mat, making sure you keep a 90-degree angle in that left leg. Push those hands to the top of the mat in your humble warrior. So working on reaching the crown of the head downwards, working on pushing those arms upwards. And just hold here and breathe. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, sweep those hands to the sky, warrior one. And exhale, place those palms to the mat, step the left foot back to meet the right where you hold in your plank one more time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend through those elbows, lower yourself down through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, raise those hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Hold here. So we'll take 5 nice big breaths in our downward facing dog. So we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, gaze towards the top of the mat, bend those knees, step or jump forward to the front of the mat. Exhaling, your standing forward fold. And then again, as we inhale, we're going to put a bend back into those knees, raise the hands to the sky. Chair pose, tucking the tailbone, lengthening the spine, push the arms backwards. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, lengthen through those legs, bring the hands together at heart center. Inhale here and exhale. Nice. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to step our right foot back as we come into our high lunge here. So again, that left knee is over the left ankle, nice and strong in that back leg. Hold here, take a nice deep inhale. Reach upwards, and then as we exhale, we're going to cactus those arms again. So putting a 90-degree bend in those elbows, pushing the chest forwards, pushing the shoulders and the elbows backwards. Take a nice deep inhale, and a nice complete exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, drop the right knee down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Just shuffle that left foot to the outside of the mat. And then we're going to place the hands downwards. And you can shuffle that right knee backwards a little bit. So we're sinking downwards into the hips here. As we come into our lizard pose, our hip opener. So you can either stay here with both hands on the mat, or if the flexibility in your hips allows it, you can sink down onto those forearms. It might be that before you could get onto your forearms and today you can't, and that's absolutely fine. No 2 days are the same. And then if you want to add more of an active variation to this stretch, you can tuck your right toes under, lift the right knee. And if you're sort of sinking onto the knife edge of your left foot, that is absolutely fine. But if you always do that, and you want to increase the stretch a little bit more today, just try and keep the whole sole of the foot to the ground. If that means you have to come back up onto your hands rather than your forearms, then that's fine. Just take a few more nice deep breaths here, holding in this pose. So inhaling and exhaling. And then on your next inhale, if you're not already there, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and then we're going to step the right foot to the outside of the right hand at the top of our mat. Sink those hips downwards so we come into our yogic squat. Bring those hands together at heart center. Open through the chest, lengthen the spine. So here, imagining that string on the crown of the head pulling us upwards, sinking downwards through those hips, through the feet. Hold here, inhale. And exhale, using those elbows to push into the thighs, into the knees. Open those hips. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, place those palms to the mat. Inhale here. And exhale, lift those hips upwards. So coming into a forward fold. Inhale, sink down. Exhale, push up. And one more time. Inhale, sinking downwards. Exhale, push those hips up. And then we're going to walk the feet inwards as we come back into our standing forward fold. And from here, we're going to take a nice deep inhale and we're going to roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. Rolling the shoulders as you get to the top. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, step the left foot back as we come into a high lunge on the left-hand side. So nice and strong in this pose, nice and strong in that left leg. The right knee's bent 90 degrees, so the knees over the ankle. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky, lengthen. And exhale, cactus those arms, so bend the elbows 90 degrees. Push the shoulders, the elbows backwards, push the chest forwards. Take a nice deep inhale here. And a nice complete exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Drop the left knee to the mat, untuck the toes. And then just shuffle that right foot to the outside of the mat. Place those hands downwards to the inside of that right foot. And you can shuffle that left knee backwards a little bit. We're sinking down into the hips and we want the right knee to be over the right ankle. So opening through our hips in our lizard pose. You can either stay here on the palms of your hands or you can sink downwards to your forearms. And then again, if you want to take more of an active variation of the stretch, you can tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. And you can do that if you're on your forearms or if you're on your hands. So just stay wherever you are. Maybe one side feels completely different to the other. It's normally the case. It's absolutely fine. And just know not to force anything here. So if you can't get down onto your forearms today, don't try and force anything. Don't injure yourself. Just know that wherever you are is exactly where you need to be today. And take one more nice deep inhale here. Tuck those toes if they're not already tucked. The left toes, lift the left knee, and then we step the left foot forward to the outside of the left hand, coming back into that yogi squat. So bring those hands together at heart center, push the elbows into the knees, lengthen the spine, open the chest. So we don't want to round into this pose. We want to create space in the body. Open through those hips. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, place those palms to the mat. Exhale, lift those hips to the sky. Crown of the head points downwards. Inhale, come back into your squat. Exhale, palms to the mat, lift the hips. Inhale, bring those hips downwards. Exhale, palms to the mat, lift the hips upwards. Walk the feet inwards as we come back into our standing forward fold. And then as we inhale, we round up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling the shoulders when we get to the top. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, hands come together at heart center. So we're going to just take a balancing pose here. So we're going to go into our tree pose. So we'll lift our right leg first. So in our tree pose, our right foot's either going to come to our left ankle, so you can keep the toes to the mat, or you're going to bring your foot to your left calf muscle, or you can bring that foot all the way up to your thigh. Whatever you like, just try not to bring it to the knee. And just keep those hands together at heart center. So try and twist that right knee outwards. So try and point it to the side. And just stay nice and strong and grounded through that left leg. And choose one point to focus on here. So your drishti point, preferably something that's not moving to help you keep your balance, your focus. And you can also use your breath to help you keep your balance. You can either stay here with your hands together, or you can reach those arms to the sky. Perfect. And then if you want to challenge your balance even more, maybe you want to close one eye, close the other eye. Maybe you can close both eyes. It's quite challenging. If you fall out of your tree, no worries, just come back into it. And push those arms backwards beside the ears. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, release. Shake out those legs. And then we're going to take the other side. So the left foot either comes to the right heel, the toes can stay on the floor. You're going to bring the foot to the right calf, or you can bring it all the way up to the right thigh. So it doesn't matter if it's not the same on this side as it was on the other. Bring those hands together at heart center. Choose your drishti point, your focus point, that thing that's not moving. Something to help you keep your balance. Stay nice and strong and grounded through that right leg. And then you can either stay here or inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Push those arms backwards so they're beside your ears. Engage that core. And then if you want to challenge your balance even more, you can close one eye. Open that eye, close the other eye. Maybe you can close both eyes. And if you fall out of your tree, no worries, just come back into it. And take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale, release the pose, shake out through those legs. Perfect. So from here, we're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky, come up onto those tiptoes. And then exhale nice and slowly, we're going to bend through those knees. So for a count of 8, we're going to squat down, keep the arms beside the ears. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let those hips come down to the heels. And then keeping the arms beside the ears, we're going to go back up again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when those sit bones hit the heels, you can drop those arms downwards and you can take a seat. You're going to take those legs out nice and long, point the toes to the sky. And then from here, inhale, reach those hands upwards. And exhale, hinge at the hips, gaze towards those toes. Taking our seated forward fold. So we're hinging through the hips, try not to round through the spine. So it doesn't matter about getting your forehead to your knees. Your chest needs to come down first. So gaze towards those toes, because that will stop you from trying to reach your forehead to your knees. And just hold here. So with every exhale, maybe you can sink a little bit deeper into the pose. So maybe your hands are on your shins, or maybe you want to put a little bend into those knees. just so that you can bring your chest down to your thighs. And just hold here, inhale. And exhale. Nice, inhale one more time. And exhale, release that pose. Perfect. Then we're just going to put a bend into the right knee. So hug that knee up towards the chest, bring the sole of the foot to the floor. And we're going to place our right hand behind us. Inhale, reach the left fingertips to the sky, gaze towards those fingertips. And then as you exhale, we're taking a twist to the right. So you can hug that right knee in with your left hand, or you can place your left arm to the outside of the right leg. Gaze over the right shoulder. Open through the chest. Lengthen the spine, draw the belly button inwards. Make sure those left toes are still pointing towards the sky. So you're engaging the back of the leg there. Take one more nice deep inhale. And then exhale, release that pose. Take that right leg out nice and long. And this time we're going to put a bend into the left knee. Hug that leg inwards. The sole of the foot comes to the mat. Place the left hand behind you. Inhale, reach that right hand to the sky. Gaze upwards. And then exhale, twist to the left. So you can either hug that left knee, or you can bring the arm to the outside of the leg. Push it into that leg with the arm. Gaze over that left shoulder. Keep that chest nice and open, the spine long. Draw the belly button inwards. Gaze over that left shoulder. Feel that nice twist in your spine. Don't forget about your right toes. Point them upwards. So we want to flex the right foot. And just hold and breathe here. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. And then just cross those legs over. And we're going to inhale, reach those hands to the sky. And then exhale, just melt them downwards. And then just roll those shoulders backwards. And roll the shoulders forwards. And take a few nice big head rolls. Some nice big neck rolls. Nice and gently, so being nice and gentle with your neck. So take those head rolls in one direction. And then take them in the other direction. And then just lift the head, bring that head back to center. And then we're just going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky, really reach upwards, lengthen through the spine. Bring the palms together, push the arms backwards. And then as you exhale, melt those hands down towards your chest, drop the chin downwards, close the eyes, push the thumbs into the sternum. And then from here, just return to your normal breathing pattern, whatever that is today, whatever that is now. And just begin to bring focus back to your body, back to your breath. Notice how you feel. And just take a moment here to give thanks to yourself, to appreciate yourself, to appreciate your body and all of the wonderful things that it does for you. Feel that energy in between the palms of your hands, sending it inwards through your heart center, taking what you need and giving what you can give. Take one more nice deep in-breath here. And as you exhale, gently blink the eyes open and lift the head. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're okay, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Namaste. Enjoy the rest.